welcome back to Grazy TV. I'm sure you guys know BTS and Blackpink now. They're one of the biggest K-pop stars that are growing the fan base in the Western countries. But did you know there's other artists that try to debut in the US? Also, I'm going to be discussing what do you think about Korean stars being in the billboards and being big in America? What do you think Asian stars need in order to be big in the West? And I know you guys have been complaining about how I say the word debut. I don't know if it's debuted or debuted. In Korean, we say debuted so much that I'm just so used to that word. If I say it wrong and I don't realize it, please just excuse me. So let's dive into the artist list. So number 1 is Ailee. Yes, did you know that Ailee tried to debut in the US back in 2017? So Ailee's US debut name was Ailee. Her first ever English song, Fallback, was released back in 2017. But the weird thing is, after that, there was really no news about it. She didn't really perform the song live. And her official US Instagram has not been updated since 2017. It's been 2 years. Don't know what happened to it. This song was released by West Side Entertainment, which is an entertainment based in LA. Song I don't think got much attraction, but at the same time, you know, I think she's a great singer. I hope that she could try one more time. Next is Rain. For those who are younger, might not know who Rain is, but Rain used to be this big male solo artist. Of course, now he's older, he's married, he doesn't do as much music anymore, but back in 2009, he actually debuted in a Hollywood movie called Ninja Assassin. I feel like I did watch it back then, but then like it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. But it was like one of the times where a K-pop star debuted in a Hollywood movie, and there was this whole buzz in the Korean internet that Rain is like the Hallyu wave, or he's gonna be a big Hollywood star and things like that. But the movie didn't do too well. There was a lot of critics about the movie. Honestly, I don't remember the movie, so you guys could check it out and let me know how it is. He also made Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential People in 2006 and People's Magazine 2007 list of the most beautiful people in the world. Next is Rania. Rania is a K-pop girl group. So they debuted back in 2011 with the song called Dr. Feelgood, which was co-written by Ted Riley. He's one of the famous producers in the West. When they came out with this song, I personally love the song. I remember I even covered it on like back in the days when I was in high school. But this group was criticized heavily because of their sexy concept. Back in the days, even in 2011, Korea was still very conservative, and if you look at the music video now, it actually looks pretty good. There was this whole news that the girls were preparing their debut in the US, of course with co-produced by Ted Riley. There's even articles saying that they got Snoop Dogg to feature in their song, but nothing happened. Nothing was released. I'm sure something happened along the way. Next, we have Miss A's Min, GSoul, and Im Jung-hee. So unfortunate cases, these stars tried to debut in the US for years, but they actually never officially debuted. Min had so many like great dancing videos. She was supposed to be that Asian artist with the K-pop influence, knowing how to dance. Kind of like, you know, Britney Spears. She dances and sings. Then we have GSoul. He was supposed to be R. Kelly's protege. GSoul actually trained under JYP Entertainment for 15 years. He spent years in New York training to be that next Asian R. Kelly. And then we have Im Jung-hee. There's even a video of Im Jung-hee singing with Alicia Keys. She had this soulful voice. She was supposed to be like that Asian Alicia Keys. I believe she also released one English song, but unfortunately it didn't work out for these 3 JYP artists. Min ended up debuting in Miss A, the group, but now they disbanded. GSoul ended up debuting in Korea as a solo artist. Now he's not in JYP anymore. He went to a label called Higher Music. Im Jung-hee has continued to do her solo career. She was already a popular singer in Korea, so she just continued to do her music. Im Jung-hee actually ended up joining Big Hit Entertainment, which is famous for BTS. Next, we have a solo singer, Seven. Maybe younger people will not know Seven, but Seven used to be one of the most popular male singers in Korea. He was kind of like that second reign. He debuted in the US with the song Girls in 2009, which featured rapper Lil Kim. The song was produced by Darkchild, who previously worked with Beyonce, Destiny Child, and so many other artists out there. But after this one song, I believe nothing really went through. He was there for a couple of years, but no news came out of it after. So if you guys don't know, Seven is actually infamous now for his massage parlor case. Back when he was serving in the military, he was caught with another singer going into a prostitute massage parlor. There's actually this whole video where the camera and crewman, the news reporter, follow him to the massage parlors and they're asking him like, are you Seven? Seven actually was dating Park Han-byul back then. Park Han-byul is a famous Korean actress who is actually now the wife of one of the men who were related to that Seung-lee case. Yeah, I thought that was just pretty interesting. Now let's go to Boa. I'm sure you guys know who Boa is. She's a famous solo artist in Korea. She's been around for almost like 20 years now. But did you know she debuted in the US back in 2008? She debuted with the song Eat You Up. I actually used to love this song. She followed up with the album I Did It For Love in 2009, which were produced by Sean Garrett. He is famous for producing Beyonce, Britney Spears, and Chris Brown. But after that, we didn't hear anything from Boa about promoting in the US again. Let's go to Wonder Girls. Before Twice and ITZY was born, Wonder Girls was one of the hottest girl groups in JYP Entertainment. And if you don't know, there was a song called Nobody, Nobody, Nobody But You. That song was like taking over Korea back in the days. And actually, they're the first Korean artists to break into the Billboard Top 100 single chart. They also had their own show in Nickelodeon called The Wonder Girls. They also appeared on Wendy Williams' show. They released American songs called Like Money featuring Akon back in 2012. So everybody thought they were doing pretty well in the US, but the hype was not enough. Then we have Girls' Generation. Do you remember the song called The Boys? They actually appeared on The Late Show with David Letterman and ABC's Live with Kelly with the song The Boys, which actually was produced by Ted Riley back in 2012. So Teddy Riley worked with a lot of K-pop groups. Wow. But after this song, there was no talk about Girls' Generation ever debuting in the US again. The response wasn't as big as in Korea, unfortunately. But you guys know that Girls' Generation is one of the top groups in Korea. We have Psy. Of course, you guys know Psy's Gangnam Style. Come on. But did you know that this song was released back in 2012? It's actually been 7 years. So technically, if you were 10 back in 2012 and you're 17 now, you probably won't even remember the song. So that's why I'm putting this on the list. So Gangnam Style was one of the first YouTube videos to reach 1 billion views. And it used to be one of the most liked videos back in 2012. You guys know the famous horse dance that took over actually the whole world. The whole world was dancing this. Psy actually released a lot of songs after this. It included songs with even Snoop Dogg. After Gangnam Style, his songs didn't really go viral, but he does release songs in Korea and it does pretty well, and his concerts are one of the most attended concerts in Korea. I heard it's like major fun. Last but not least, we have CL. I'm sure you guys know who CL is. We all know CL debuted in the US, but this is one of the most talked about singers who debuted in the US. So in 2014, CL signed a deal with Scooter Braun, who started Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande's career. She even moved to LA to work on her American singles. She even toured with Diplo in his Mad Decent block party. She got shout outs from Lorde, Charlie XCX, and Grimes, one of the best artists in the US. She released her debut US single Lifted in summer 2016, such as Dr. Pepper, Hello Bitches, Dirty Vibe. But it's actually been a couple years, about 3 years since she released something official, but I know that she released something very recently with 88 Rising. But there's just a lot of talks about CL's US debut because nothing really major big blew up. But she signed to Scooter Braun, one of the most famous managers in Hollywood. So people are wondering what happened. Were the songs that she was supposed to release? You know, did she make it? Did she not make it? Do you even think there's like a level to did she make it or not make it? So my question I have for you guys is, what do you think Korean or Asian stars need in order to cater to the Western market? Technically, do you think we even need English songs in order to make it big in the US? Because BTS's songs is all in Korean, but still like people love it. But is that because it's BTS? Similar, like you see a lot of Hispanic artists in the billboards that only have Spanish music, but we love it. We don't know what they're saying, but the music and the vibe, everything just fits. So technically, like, I think as human beings, we come together just with the beats and the music and just the vibe, and you don't really need to speak the language. I feel like especially for Asian artists, there is no really pathway for us right now. There is no right formula or answers. Another question is there even such thing as a US debut anymore? Because of social media, there is no official thing anymore. It's like if you just blow up in the internet, you just become big everywhere in the world. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I want you guys to leave a comment down below. I would love to hear all your opinions. And what do you think about these artists who debuted in the US but didn't blow up as big as we thought they would? Leave a comment down below. I'd love to read it. Thank you guys so much and see you guys next time. Bye!